Every problem has a hidden human story behind it. Design thinking starts when we stop assuming and start understanding people deeply. Today, I am going to explain a real life case study using the design thinking process. Imagine a college student named Ananya. She is hardworking and ambitious, but every morning she struggles to reach college on time because the buses are overcrowded and delayed. Sometimes she misses important classes and presentations. At first, many people thought this was only a transportation issue, but design thinking teaches us something important. Never solve the surface problem without understanding the human emotions behind it. So, the first stage is empathy in design thinking. Instead of directly creating solution, we started observing students. We interviewed students who travel daily by bus. We also spoken with drivers, faculty members and parents. We asked simple questions. What frustrates you during travel? What affects your daily experience? What do you expect from the transportation system? So the answers were surprising. Some students said overcrowding creates stress before classes begin. Some students feel unsafe while standing in moving buses. Drivers explain the route confusion creates delays. So the parents were worried because they could not track whether their children reached college safely or not. One student said, every day I start my morning with anxiety because I never knew whether the bus will arrive on time. That sentence changed our entire perspective. The real problem was not only transportation. The real problem was uncertainty, stress, poor communication and lack of planning. So, and then we have collected observations and noticed patterns. Students from distant areas faced bigger delays, peak timing caused overcrowding. Some buses had empty seats while others were overloaded because routes were not balanced properly. By the end of the empathy stage, we understood one important thing. If we truly want to improve students' life, we must design a smarter transportation experience, not just add more buses. So this is the first stage of the design thinking and empathy. After understanding people deeply, the next step in design thinking is defining. So the exact problem and generating creative ideas. Based on our research, we gathered insights from student drivers and parents. Now we move into the define stage. At first, the problem looked very broad. Okay. Then transportation delays, overcrowding route confusion, and communication gaps were all connected. But design thinking teaches us to define one focus the human-centered problem statement. So after analyzing all our observations, we created this statement. College students need a reliable and stress-free transportation system because unpredictable bus schedules affect their attendance, mental peace, and learning experiences. These statements completely changed our thinking. So, instead of focusing only on buses, we focused on student experience. So then we started identifying root causes. We used why analysis to dig deeper. Why are buses delayed? Because routes are not optimized. Why are routes are not optimized? Because there is no real time monitoring. So why is overcrowding happening? Because student allocation is not balanced properly. Now comes the most creative part of design thinking is ideation. During ideation, no idea is judged immediately. The goal is creativity and innovation. We formed a brainstorming team with students, faculty, and technical experts. Everyone shared ideas freely. Some suggested adding more buses, some proposed GPS tracking, some wanted a mobile app for live updates, others suggested smart attendance integration with transport systems. So have shortlisted the most practical and impactful ideas. The final concept was a smart college transport management system. This system included live bus tracking, smart route optimization, seat availability alerts, and student notification through a mobile application. So, the ideation stage taught us something powerful. Innovation does not come from one genius idea, it comes from collaboration and also the experimentation and open minded thinking. So, this is the third stage of a design thinking. An idea becomes valuable only when people can experience it. That is why the final stages of design thinking are prototype and test. After finalizing the smart college transport management system, we moved into a prototyping. A prototype is not the final product. It is a simple experimental version created to test ideas quickly and affordably. So instead of directly building a complex application, we first create a simple prototypes. We designed a sample mobile app screen showing live bus tracking notifications, door details, and seat availability. We also simulated how students would interact with the system daily. Next, we developed a clickable digital prototype using design software. Students could tap buttons, check bus locations, and explore features as if they were using the real application. Then came the testing stage. We invited student drivers and faculty members to use the prototype and share honest feedback. Okay. During testing, we carefully observed their reactions and difficulties. Some students said the tracking feature was very useful, but notifications appeared too frequently. So drivers are requested a simpler dashboard because they needed a easy navigation while driving. Parents wanted an emergency contact option for additional safety. This feedback was extremely valuable. Instead of defending our design, we improved it based on the user experiences. So that is one of the most important principles of design thinking. We refined the prototype multiple times so that notification becomes smarter and less distracting. The driver interface become more user friendly. Emergency safety features were added. After several improvements, the final solutions become more practical, efficient, and human centered. Students experienced reduced stress and improved punctuality. So parents felt more confident about transportation safety. Drivers managed routes more efficiently. This case study shows how design thinking transforms ordinary problem into an impactful solutions through empathy. Define, ideate, prototype, and test. So if you like this video, like, comment, share, and also if you not subscribe to our channel, just subscribe it.